red dust on my tongue. Your name tastes like iron every mile I run. Boot prints in the hard pan fade into the dark. Coyote on the fence post answers my heart. Blood moon over dry land hangs low like a loaded gun. Every road I ever took leads back to what I've done. If I could wash these weathered hands in something more than sand, would you meet me in the silence? Blood moon over dry lands. Your dress on the backseat, sun bleach torn at the hem. That night in the cornfield keeps playing again. I swore I would come back. You swore you'd stay strong. I'd drink with the shadows, arguing which of us was wrong. I still see your porch light flicker through the storm. Two plates on the table, one never gets warm. If I ride through the nightfall till the sky burns red, will I find you forgiven or a stone by the shed? Blood moon over dry land. Blood moon over dry land. Found you on the church house floor, face down in the wine and dust. Cross cracked clean and you're shaking hands, saying, tell me what to trust. Hollow redemption, it rings, but it don't ring true. All these empty confessions, they sound the same as you. We keep carving out our hearts for a God that never moves. Hollow redemption, but it's all we're clinging to. You wear that grief like your daddy's coat, afraid that the cuffs hangs wrong. Smells like smoke in a summer storm. You've been wearing it too long. You said, if I'm forgiven, why do my hands still shake. I said, maybe grace is quiet, and it hurts like it breaks. That old oak door still spells my sin. Moon on the mailbox, dust on my boots, gravel in my goodbyes, blood and leaves, your name on the window, faded in the rain. My shadow walks beside me, but it don't feel the same. Devil's shadow knows my name, follows every step I take. Breath on my shoulder, hand on my face. You forgave the man, but the dog still waits. Devil's shadow knows my name. Cold coffee on the counter, Bible on a chair, pages bent to mercy, but it stops right there. You said I could come back if I ever changed. I turned that truck around, but the roads rearranged. I leave the porch light burning like a fragile little prayer, but it only draws the moths and the memories hanging there. I whisper, Lord, I'm sorry, into empty fields of grain. Something whispers back, son, you know my taste in pain. Devil's shadow knows my name, follows every step I take. Breath on my shoulder, hand on my face. You forgave the man, but the dark still waits. Half tank, half gone. Yellow line keeps dragging on. Cold wind creeping through this coat. You left your name in my throat. Whiskey on a broken road, your ghost riding shotgun, talking low. Every mile just burns your name in the dark on this dash like a brand in the grain. Whiskey on a broken road, I keep sipping what I should've let go. If I make it to the state line, Lord, will it hurt this slow? Whiskey on a broken road. Your notes in a visor, folded thin, 4 words bleeding through the ink. This can't win. Radio's a preacher I can't stand, so I talk to your shadow on my hand. Headlights catch that busted sign where we carved 2 hearts, 1 crooked line. Now it's rust just flaking off the post, like the faith I had in holding you close. Whiskey on a broken road, whiskey on a broken road. You'll find me where the wild dogs won't even come around, come around. Dust on my boots, mud on my knees, names on the stones stare back at me. Half burned litter crushed in my hand, your last goodbye still in the air. Graveyard mercy, take this weight from me. I've been sleeping with my ghosts where the roots cut deep. If there's a corner of heaven for the lost like me, let the cold ground hold me gentle, show a little graveyard mercy. I talk to the dark like it answers back, ask every crow how to turn time flat. Your Sunday dress hanging by one sleeve smells like the life we couldn't keep. If love was a sin, then mark my stone, carve every lie I ever told. But if you're still here, my name in the rain, lay one wildflower on my shame. Just one wildflower on my shame. Lost my tongue, Sunday shoes in the mud, cross on the hill, but it's covered in rust. You said the river washes every stain. I walked in trembling, came out the same. Bible on the dashboard, names carved in the pew. Preacher's voice trembled, but I still thought of you. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. I keep praying to an empty sky. If there's forgiveness, it won't cross this state line. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. Your dress on the clothesline still dances in the wind. Coffee cup on the counter, lipstick on the rim. I drink that cold silence till it burns going down. Every mile of memory, every church a ghost town. And this three-chord hope, I sing it soft, I sing it slow, but you don't answer and God don't show. There's no salvation for a heart like mine. I keep praying to an empty sky. With dust on my tongue, your name in the rear view, faint. One hand on the wheel, one on a ghost, still knows how to ache. Ash in the cup, coffee gone cold, motel Bible open on the floorboard. I left that town like a blown out tire, but you cling to me more than the smoke in these clothes. I'm just a dust-bound soul, dragging your shadow down this road. Every mile a quiet confession, every song a debt I still owe. I ain't lost, I'm paying toll for loving you. Dust-bound soul. Your porch light burned through 100 bad nights. Now it's just a buzz in the back of my mind. I hear your voice in the hum of the power lines, saying, boy, some roads you can't unwind. If I turn around, will you be there? Or just wind in an empty chair? I keep driving like the past can't steer, but you ride shotgun year after year. I'm just a dust-bound soul, dragging your shadow down this road. Every mile a quiet confession, every song a debt I still owe. I ain't lost, I'm paying toll for loving you, dust-bound soul. Black boots on the dashboard, mud dried like old blood. Your note on the sun visor, folded like a white flag. 2 lanes run forever, but the radio gave out last town. Ashtray full of almost, pictures face down. My handshake on the wheel, same hands that let you go. Every mile a quiet verdict on a crime you'll never know. Black boots, no way home, left the house, lost the road. All these lines, all this smoke, but there's black boots and no way home. Black boots, your coat in the backseat, sleeve caught on the safety belt. I reach like you're still breathing, grab nothing but warm felt. Motel signs keep flickering, red letters that just say leave. I pass them like confessionals, too stubborn to believe. I could turn around right now, say your name, say I was wrong, but pride's a rusted barrel, and I keep pushing on. Headlights carve a canyon through a field of winter bone. The farther that I drive from you, the less this feels like my own. Black boots, no way home, left the house, lost the road. All these lines, black boots, no way home. Cold mercy on a Monday, coffee gone cold, rain in the hallway. Your boots still lean by the back door mat, dust on the laces, I keep staring at that. Clock on the wall won't look me in the eye. Every slow second feels like a lie. Cold mercy, you could have hated me clean, slammed that screen, burned this place, left nothing in between. But you kissed my cheek, said you did your best, baby. That kind of gentle killing's gonna be the end of me. Cold mercy, bless me as you left. I'd rather you took a match than leave me with what's left. Your note on the table, 2 crooked lines. My heart's gone quiet, been gone for some time. I trace each letter like a roadside cross, holding that paper like it's all I've lost. Neighbors keep asking if I'm doing alright. I say I'm just tired, I don't mention the night. Hey, you turned off the lamp and not the love in your eyes, saying you'll be okay while something in me died. If you'd scream, if you'd curse my name, I could hang my hurt on a little blame. But you walked out soft like a Sunday hymn. Now every kind word cuts deeper than sin. Found your Bible in the saddlebags, pages torn, names crossed and read. Gun oil stains on every song, smelled like whiskey and regret. Cold iron faith, heavy on your hip that day. You said mercy's just a word folks say till the barrel has its way. Cold iron faith, you swore steel would never shake, but every prayer you ever prayed came out rust and ricochet. Drew circles in the desert dust, boot heel halo around your sins. Said the law rode you as Judas for the crimes you kept within. Cold iron faith, heavy on your hip that day. You said mercy's just a word folks say till the barrel has its way. Cold iron faith, cliche, but every prayer you ever prayed came out rough and ricochet. My time comes, who'll weigh my wrongs and what I've done? I just watched your hand, still on that gun, like a cross you learn to lean upon. Cold iron face, you were shaking in black when they threw down that earth. Every handful hit hard, like it landed on my chest. Your picture on the pine tilt, catching that churchyard sun. Wind kept folding my coat like it wanted me gone. Your sister gripped my arm, said he knew you did what you could. I just stared at your name, cut sharp in that stone like it should. Grave dust still on my boots, I can taste it on my tongue every time I speak the truth. Grave dust sleeping in the seams of this hand-me-down suit, of these busted up dreams. I keep walking, but it follows every mile, every rusted bus. I'm breathing you in the grave dust. House still smells like smoke from the last fight we ever had. Ash rings on the table, coffee gone cold, going bad. Your jacket on the chair, sleeve reaching out like a tied on. I sit in your old spot, let the silence do me harm. If I'd turned back that night, if I'd held you too tight, if I'd begged you to stay, would you still have slipped away? Now every road sign, every bar light, every late night tired bus feels like you're brushing past me in the grave dust. empty chair across this table, coffee stain in the shape of your name, boot prints fade in the hallway dust, but your echo still leans on my frame. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said carved into my breath. Outlaw silence, you done broke this town in two. This quiet pulls the trigger every time I think of you. Your black hat hangs by the doorway, shadow falls where your shoulder once lay. Wind plays cards with the porch swing chain, house holds its breath like it's praying you stay. Judge in the mirror says, let her ride, but the jury of memories won't let it slide. If loving you's a crime, I'll do my time in this lifelong hush on the county line. Outlaw silence, gun smoke in my chest, every word we never said carved into my breath. Outlaw silence, you done broke this town in two. This quiet pulls the trigger every time I think of you. Found your Bible in a box with my boots, dust on the leather like I knew I'd lose. Ash in my coffee, name on my breath, your goodbye letter folded like a thread. Hollow redemption ain't saving me tonight. I'm praying to the bottle and the wrong kind of light. I keep begging these ghosts to give your love back somehow. Hollow redemption is all I'm holding now. Cross on the dashboard, cracked and chipped, same as the promise I let slip. Motel curtain won't meet in the middle. Moon cuts through like a cold steel fiddle. If I kneel on this floor till my bones turn black, would it buy me a moment or your shadow back? Is every sin I carry, where's your face? And every worn out prayer dies in this place. Hollow redemption, hollow redemption. Gravel road under my boots, moon like a busted lantern. Your name carved into my thumb, still bleeding through the bandage. Old church leaning in the dark, cross crooked as my halo. Wind hums that same old hymn I swore I'd stop remembering. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest, every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. Bottle rolling on the dash, cheap fire in my veins. Your seat's an empty jury box, I'm confessing to the rain. Headlights paint your silhouette on every broken fence post. I reach, but it's just dust and the echo of your almost. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest, every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. If I turn back at the river, if I lay down all my pride, would you be here in this truck bed, counting every starless sky? Now every road runs to that night where your tail lights disappear. And I've been walking to that scaffold for 100 wasted years. Midnight gallows swinging in my chest, every sin I ever loved hanging by a thread. You were my pardon, signed and never read. Midnight gallows, I'm the rope around my neck. Ashtray on the dashboard, coffee gone cold in my hand. Your name on the fogged up window, fading like an old church band. Hell ain't louder than silence when your side of the bed stays cold. Every creak in these old floorboards says what I can't hold. If a flame's gonna die, it don't need sirens or violence, just a long, long night. And hell ain't louder than silence. Your boots still by the front door, laces knotted up half tight. Radio glow in the kitchen, but I cut the sound at midnight. Neighbors slam their doors, dogs bark down the road, but inside these four pale walls, it's a graveyard after the show. I take thunder, I take fire over this empty room I'm in, 'cause every breath I don't hear from you is a scream under my skin. Hell ain't louder than silence when your side of the bed stays cold. Every creak in these old floorboards says what I can't hold. If a flame's gonna die, it don't need sirens or violence, just a long, long night. And hell ain't louder than silence. Just us and the dust, one bare bulb over my head. Your picture's curled on the dashboard, like it's trying to climb out the dead. This is my last confession. Lay it down here on the floor. There's a God still counting. He knows what I'm sorry for. I loved you like a loaded weapon, never learned to set it down. This is my last confession before this bottle drags me out of town. That ring still sleeps in my pocket, cold as the words that I chose. I watched your tail lights shiver in the frost on the windows. I keep setting one more place at the table, talking to a ghost in your chair. If forgiveness is something I'm able, I'll start by speaking it into the air. glass on the counter, lip print dust, chair pulled out like you left in a rush, clock hands crawling, but they circle the drain. This old house whispers every inch of your name. Whiskey silent, sitting where you used to sit, talking in circles with a bottle and a cigarette. You're ghosting that doorway, leaning like you might step in. Whiskey silence pours me the night again. Two plates in the sink, only one ever gets clean. Your coat's on the hook, like a photograph in between. Radio's humming, but I keep the volume low, 'cause I still hear your footsteps in the space between the notes. I light your last match, watch the smoke draw your face, say I'm gonna quit you, then I kill the taste. Every swallow is another slow goodbye to the man I was before you cut the sky.